Okay, I'm going to try and make a video on how I do slottech shoes for my T-Jets. Basically, standard shoe, as you can see, is kind of like this. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. Okay. Straight, nice narrow window, nice angle. Basically, what I do is I take my pliers and I try and grab the very, very tip of the pliers, duckbill pliers, onto the very end of like that. So that's the end, how I set it up. And what I do is I take and I just push this over. So it's a straight shot, just like that. I just push it all the way down. And that's the bend that it gives me. If I can show you here. You can see how it hooks over at the very tip. And then I also take, for shoe travel, I take the very edge and I slide it in there. I try and do it just a hair above the window to give it more of stability instead of just being the two cut sides. And I just take that, same thing, I just bend it over with my fingers. And if it's like I normally do it, because for some reason I always mess it up, but it works well for me. And that is, it comes, as you can see, a slight angle when I do it. And I'll just take this and not squeeze it tight, but just use it to bend the face back towards the chassis when it's going to be sitting on there. And then I can adjust this up or down for how much travel I need on the shoe. On the hook, we're not done. On the hook, I use a pair of these. Basically, some of the stuff I got from Travis Jupe. I'm not sure this is how he does it because I don't have a very good memory, but this is how I ended up doing it. I'll take it and squeeze that in there and open that up a little bit. And I'll squeeze this around sometimes a little bit more depending on how that shoe travels on the hanger. But basically, this is what I use, and then I'll use it and bring it back a little bit. But I play around with that till I get the feel that I want. With needle nose pliers, you can also adjust your shoe tension by grabbing the back of the hook right here and bending it down or bending it forward to increase or decrease your shoe tension. So that's basically what I'm doing when I set up a shoe. Here's a basic brand new chassis. I'll just show you. I can get it in there. Alright, so right now I'm tight. So I don't have free movement on that. So I'm going to pop this off. And actually what I'm going to do is actually take this and give that a little bit of bend there. Let's bring this chassis in view here. Where are we? All right, there we go. Okay, so there's some play on that chassis, on that shoe rather. And that's what I'm looking for. Tension, I'll play with it till I get it just to where I want it. And I'll use this to figure out my shoe travel. I don't know, see if we can get a picture in there. Because I'm not running a fray car, of course, I got very tall T-Jet tires on the front, so I'm just going to take it off. And I'll look. So you'll see that shoe is heel heavy. I'll take my duck nose pliers or duckbill pliers. Grab it here. Give it a little tweak. See if we can get a picture in there. That's a much better contact patch. It's a little toe heavy, but you can see the difference that it made. It's not hitting on it. So that's basically my shoe setup, because what I want is, if you see this shoe here, you can have some back and forth movement. There's a little bit there, but it's a better grip on there. And usually when the car's on the track, you get better flow, electrical current flow through there. The lighted chassis does work. I may actually use one of these for next year's Greenbrier race. Can't use these shoes, got to use stock shoes, or stock, AML or stock shoes. And you got to pretty much have full travel, but I'm thinking about a flamethrower for the race. Anyway, that's it. Thanks. Bye.